Hello, Professor. Hope you're doing well. My name is Ramtin Abulfazli with the student ID 1014192226. I'm recording this video to go through my second assignment to explain how did I get it done. So, first of all, I imported random and string libraries. I'm gonna run them once again as well. Then I mounted my Google Drive, which I already did, so it shows this one. It doesn't get any confirmation. Then just assign a variable to the path, which is for my file. For the file that's gonna store the result, the score result. I'm trying to open the file in the reading mode, and then the score variable, I'm gonna read through the file, and then this strip function just ignores all the white spaces, and it only cares about the main context of our file. So that in this case we can make sure that like everything we have, literally the score that we have in our file, is being assigned to our score variable. So first we're checking if there is no score. We're gonna have to say welcome to your math game. Otherwise, if there is a score, we're just gonna mention the previous score and then go through the rest of the process. And with these three exceptions, I'm also handling all the exceptions which might pop up. I'm gonna run it once again. And so in here, it shows that like your previous score was 1 because I ran it like while coding it. Then I'm assigning a variable max score to 0. So this max score is for the client, the customer, whoever is running this program. When answering, while answering right, the max score is being increased by 1. Otherwise, it's getting incremented by 1, just to let the customer know how was the result. I'm defining a function. Then I'm assigning this max score that I defined up there to global. Then I'm going to choose two random integers between 1 to 10, and I'm going to use the random library. Then in that random library, then I'm using this randint just to choose a random integer, and I'm going to choose a random operator as well. For choosing a random operator, I'm choosing the choice function. Choice functionality is going through and choose a random index in my array. That's why I made an array over here and put 3 different operators. So it gives me a random operator each time. Then I'm just going to check whether it's like plus, minus, multiply, whatever. Then I'm going to calculate what would be the sum or like deduction or the multiplication of those two random integers. So then I'm asking the user first. In here, I understand what would be the correct answer. Then I'm asking the user what would be the answer. Then I'm comparing these two. If the user's answer was exactly same as what the real answer is, I'm gonna show the congratulations, you're pro, and also increase the max score by 1. Other than that, I'm gonna show the correct answer, the real correct answer to the user, and decrement the max score by 1. I'm defining another functionality for continue playing, just to make sure whether the user wants to continue to play or not. I'm getting the user's answer. If the user enters y, either uppercase or lowercase, it's gonna call the function once again. Otherwise, it's gonna just terminate it. So in here there is a main function, again global max score. When it is true, I'm gonna call my math test functionality. If not, I'm gonna ask whether you want to continue to play or not. And afterward, thank you for playing, you got this max score, print wow. And then I'm gonna just write the real max score at the end, like by the end of, like when the user is done with the program, I'm gonna just store that max score at the very end in our specific file. And afterward, I'm gonna just assign it to 0 once again, so that when user is trying to like run the program once again, the max score should be 0, and then like starts from the scratch. So like for example over here, what is the result? 8. So congratulations. I wanna like go through it. Why? What is the result? 8. Congratulations. I don't want to. You can put whatever. Thanks for playing. You got 2. Wow. And I'm gonna go through the part B. Part B is just that like math functionalities. First, I'm printing this like message, welcome. Then I'm just saying like this is the quadratic function that we're gonna use, quadratic equation. I'm asking the user to input 3 values for my 3 variables, which are being used in my quadratic functionality over here. So the first variable A is gonna sit in here, B and C. Then I'm just printing to let the customer know what would be a quadratic equation. So this is the quadratic equation that you have based on what you input, what your input was. I'm just driving Google Drive once again. Then I'm defining a new functionality, discriminant. Discriminant takes takes 3 parameters, which we already have from our user's input. I'm defining just a result variable of an empty string, then we are gonna fill it. The discriminant variable has an equality of this, b to the power of 2 minus 4 multiplied by a multiplied by 3. This is just a math equation for finding out whether we are gonna have 2 possible answers or only 1 answer or no answer. So it depends whether if it was positive, we are gonna get 2 positive answers, 2 possible answers. If it was 0, 1, and if it was negative, we're gonna have complex solutions, complex answers. So if it was positive, I'm trying to find out what would be those 2 answers, and for finding out, this is how it has to be calculated. So I think it's pretty straightforward. If I just want to explain this part, it's math dot square root. So we are just importing math over here, and we are just trying to find out the square root of that discriminant. So then we are gonna assign our new string with these 2 variables into our result variable, which we assigned it over here, defined it over here at the very top. If it was only if the discriminant was 0, it means we only have one possible answer, which is going to be calculated like this, nothing special, minus b divided by 2 multiplied by a. We got one real solution. We're gonna show it as well. We're gonna print it. Otherwise, we don't need to calculate complex solutions, but it's just a string. After what, we would like to write it in our file, in our second file that we defined over there. So with that quadratic function, after this calculation, we found that discriminant was negative and it had no possible answers. So that this message is being shown, and it's also going to be stored in our file. So this is pretty much it. Hope you have a great day.